Hi friends, something totally different today, but I wanted to share it with you. This is a little white snowy owl ornament or decoration that I made probably 4 years ago. And wherever I've lived, I've hung it on my front stoop or my front door, basically right in the front of wherever I was living. And it says in the Hawaiian language, Ola Pono. Most of you will remember that Pono means all that is appropriate, proper, pure, good, righteous, etc. And Ola means live. So it means to live purely and righteously. And it's just a reminder and sort of a little talisman or, charm to put that energy out in the face and front of wherever I live. Now, I think it was 4 days ago, this little feather appeared on the floor, on my front porch, on the cement floor, right next to where I parked my motorbike. And it constantly caught my attention, I would say, in a disproportionate way. Every time I parked my motorbike, I looked down and there was that feather, and I thought, some bird must have fluttered through here and lost that feather, and it dropped, and there it is. But what I noticed is it never moved. It's been there in the same spot, lying on the edge of a brick step for 4 days. And I was like, what is that feather? But I never bent down and picked it up. But it constantly beckoned to me and constantly caught my attention. But which I don't talk about much on my videos, I've been very actively involved in rescuing cats and kittens, 15 in the past 6 or 7 weeks. And so my focus is, my energy and my attention is very consumed by that. For anyone involved in rescue, not just adoption, but rescue, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a crucible of the extremes of life, on the spectrum of life. So anyway, I kept seeing this, feather, but I never did anything about it. Never picked it up. And I was going to give it to one of the kittens to play with, but I just never remembered to do it. And then today, that kitten whose cage is near there, her name is Chimi, I was holding her, petting her, spending some quality time with her. And when that was finished, I went to put her back in her cage, which is built up into the roof of the porch. It's up above ground, about must be 6 feet off the ground. And as soon as I stepped onto the porch to put her back in her cage, somebody came hobbling over to me, kind of flopping and hobbling, to say hello. And here he or she, I don't know yet, is. I am 99% certain this is an Asian barred owl, and I'm pretty sure it's a fledgling. I'm no, zoologist or anything like that, but this little beautiful owl came to Brother Owl's garden. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit more background information. When I decided to get into the cat rescue and adoption stuff really seriously, I had quite a facility built here where I live in Thailand to accommodate them all. It includes an outdoor enclosed garden directly connected to a sliding window in the house, and then out another window way up high, probably 14 feet high, is another access to what I call the penthouse, which is a large second-story cage enclosure with some climbing logs and things. And then there's a walkway that goes up to a tree house, which is 4.5 meters high. So there's a lot going on there. And when I had that built, I told the construction guys many times, they said, why do you want to build this so high up there? The penthouse part, which is on the second floor, so to speak. And they said, why do you need that so high? And I said, because when my owl comes, my owl is going to need that. I'm going to need to have a high place for my owl to fly and flutter around a little bit. Now, I have no owl, and I don't know if I'm keeping this owl. I don't know what is going to happen with this owl just yet. Do not fret. If this owl can fly at any point in the future, I most certainly and enthusiastically will wholeheartedly release this owl into the forest or near some fields where there will be some prey for it to live on, okay? There's no way that I would ever capture or keep a bird that could fly, never. But if this owl has come to me permanently injured and unable to fly, which I don't know yet, then I'm going to keep it as my little baby and do everything I can to give it a great life. But right now, I just don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. But I wanted to share that with you and let you know that for all intent and purposes, my owl has come. I just don't know if it's going to stay with me or not. And I've given it a little bit of chicken and some water in a syringe. And we'll see. This just happened a couple of hours ago. Wanted to fill you in and let you know. Peace out from Brother Owl's garden. Hoot hoot.